And welcome to Jaca's Moments. It has been an insane weekend. So it all started Wednesday after school. I set up a book fair for one of my schools that I've been working with for 5 years. This one was a little different because they had a brand new principal, and I wasn't sure I was even going to get the book fair because I couldn't get him to call me back, but I got it. And so we set up on Wednesday. We were there all day Thursday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night for parent-teacher conferences. And then again on Friday, 7:30 in the morning till 10 o'clock. Had a fabulous book fair. It was the highest one yet. Awesome. And I booked a party, which I usually don't do that at book fairs. But this lady really wanted my very first reading library and was trying to figure out how to fit it in her budget. Totally open door. So I went for it and she said yes, and she's super excited. So Friday, I packed it all up really quickly, rushed it back to Sioux Falls to set up for a kids consignment sale. This is another event that I've done for like 5 years now. I really missed it last spring. They do it twice a year, and last spring we had a death in the family, and so I had to pass it off at the last minute. So I was pretty excited to do it, but I really was kind of questioning whether it was going to go well because they moved to a new location. There's a lot of different factors involved, and the sales have been declining in the last couple of years. I was kind of wondering if I should stick with it. Best sale ever. Not only were my sales really great, I booked 6 Facebook parties and still have another 3 potential. So super excited to follow up on my leads. I just can't believe the sales that I did in the last 4 days. I am 100% exhausted and really looking forward to taking a break. But, it just reminds me that, sometimes this business, it does go really well. And other times it's really hard. But in weekends like this where it has gone really, really well, I sit there and I think, you know what? I deserve this. I deserve to celebrate this because I have worked hard for it. And not because this just happened to be an amazing weekend, but the way that I've worked consistently and steadily over the last few years is what allowed this weekend to really blossom and be super, super amazing. Which reminded me, last month we did our local Sioux Falls training meeting. We met at Panera, and I was kind of in one of my low places with business isn't going well, my team hates me, nobody's coming. But of course, I committed to it, so I'm going to go. So here I am, I show up at Panera, and our table was full. We had to bring in more chairs because so many people came to training. People drove like an hour, 2 hours to come to this training meeting. I got to meet some team members for the very first time, which was so, so fun. So we had an amazing night, talking and brainstorming and just getting to know one another. And in the process, I happened to mention about this book that I had read, Take the Stairs. It was part of our leadership retreat a while ago. And I was really missing that book because I loaned it to someone because it has such a powerful message. And I never got it back, and I didn't remember who I loaned it to. But the message in Take the Stairs is that we live in a culture that wants to take the elevator. We want to get to the top really fast. We don't want to do any work. We just want to lazily stand there and let success happen. And for some people, for very few, that does. The rest of us have to take the stairs. And even the escalator might look really appealing. But the stairs, it requires hard work. But the payoff at the end is huge in so many ways that you didn't see coming. And so 2 days later, I got a copy of this in the mail, anonymous. And so my super detective skills, because I've been reading a lot of EJ12, and if you haven't read that, you should go read those books. It might help you crack a code to try to figure out who this book came from. I knew it had to be someone at our training because I just talked about it. And you know what? This made my day. Heck, it made my month. And it still makes me smile. I keep it right in the front of the house. And I've started to read it again and take notes and write in it. And I'm never loaning this copy out. But it just is such a powerful reminder to me that hard work pays off. Consistency, persistency pays off. So I encourage you, if you haven't read this book, to get it. And maybe we should do a little book study on it together because it's amazing. And to the wonderful person who sent this to me, you made my day in so many ways you don't even know, and continue to. So thank you for this. Which reminds me that our next Sioux Falls training meeting is on Monday the 17th. And I just can't wait because I know somebody's going to give me a present. Hey! No, just kidding. I don't expect that. For those of you that are not local, We are going to be looking at doing some other things online, but I do love our local training meetings. If you don't have a local group, I encourage you to look for some people that might be local and just get together once a month. It doesn't even have to be officially training, but it's so nice to get to meet and brainstorm together with other Uzzies. That's why I encourage you to have an Uzzy buddy for our October challenge. We're looking to book 12 parties. If you haven't seen that post, I'm going to bump it to the top again. I want you to post with what your October looks like. Parties you've already had, parties you've got coming up. Your goal is to book 12. I'm going to give away some prizes. Hint, this might be one of them. So be sure that you are posting on that post. And if you don't have an Uzzy buddy, I'm going to find you one. I have a group. We talk every Tuesday for an hour. And so that is just, I love it. Keeps me motivated and energized. And so if you don't have that local group, totally not a deal breaker. You can find that community even just within our team. So anyhow, my Jaca's Moments today is a little bit rambling because it's been a long day. You can see my voice is even starting to give out. But I just wanted to say thank you to our wonderful team for this incredible gift. I want to say thank you to all of you guys for hanging in there. You guys are going to be the strong ones that as we move out of this craziness of this new system launch, our businesses are going to be stronger than ever. So thank you for hanging in there and pushing through even when things don't make sense and it's like, what's happening? The good news is things do go really well, but you work hard for them. And the payoff at the end and the feeling at the end when you've worked that hard for something is 10 times more amazing than the elevator will ever be. So thanks for checking in and let's get to work.